Welcome to a brand new section. This section is all about data structures. Data structures is just a common name for how we can group our data together. And the first data structure that we are going to see is called as a list. Now, since Lewis has migrated to Zorin, he has been making a lot of progress. And in Zorin, people greet each other by saying Zola. So Lewis wants to write a simple program where he can greet all of his friends by saying Zola followed by the name of the friend. You can do this by using multiple print statements, but that is not a very effective approach. What if you have hundreds or thousands of friends? Then you can imagine that using a print statement for each and every friend would get too tedious. Instead, Python offers a much better solution, and that is called as a list. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a list, and after that we are simply going to loop through the list and print a greeting message to each one of his friends. Let's see how to do this. Behind the scenes, I have created a new folder called as 04 data structures, and I'm working in this file called as friends.py. So let's get started with this one. Let us create a variable called as friends. Oh, let me get the spelling right. Now this friends is going to be a list. For creating a list, you have to use open and closing square brackets, and inside this you have to insert all of your elements. Suppose the first friend is CC, and then we have a bunch of other friends Rocco, Chico and Nico. So this is what a list in Python looks like. Now let's see how we can add the type hints to this one. Now obviously this is a list, so what we can do is here we can simply say that friends is a list, and after that let us try and specify what kind of data that our list would be holding. And if you see, all of our data types are strings. So what we can do is we can simply tell that this list is going to be a list of strings, and that's it. The next point that I want to tell you is all the lists in Python, they always start with the index number of 0. So let me put a comment and then let me try to explain what's happening. So this is how your list will look inside the memory. On index number 0, it will have CC. On index number 1, it will have Rocco. On index number 2, Chico, and so on. The list will always start with an index number of 0. And this is common across all of the programming languages, not only in Python. The next point that I want to share is, if you see the length, our length is 4. That means we have 4 elements inside the list. So this is the first element, second, third and fourth. So the length of our list would be 4, but the index number would be up till 3. Let's print out the friends and see how they look like. So let me print the friends right over here and let me run this file. So these are the friends. We have friends right over here. Now let's create a very simple for loop and greet all of his friends. So let me start by putting some comments. Let me take this a little up, and we can use a very simple for loop. So we can say for friend in my list of friends. For every friend, I simply want to print out a greeting message saying that Zola followed by the name of my friend. Let us run this file. So here we have the output Zola CC, Zola Rocco and so on. Let's see what Lewis wants to do next. So Lewis simply wants to count his number of friends. So remember, I just told you that the length of this list would be 4, and we can find that out by using an inbuilt function which is also called as length. Let me show you how it is done. Let's print out friends length, and inside the curly brackets I can find the length by using the inbuilt function called as length, len, and let us pass our list to it. Just save and run your file, and here we have friends length is 4, and that is what we were expecting. Let's see what Lewis is doing next. Oh, he had a fight with Nico and he wants to unfriend him. Now let's see how we can take Nico out of our list. So you can see Nico is the last element inside our list. and we can remove him by using an inbuilt function which is called as pop. Let me show you how it is to be done. So I can say I want to unfriend, and I can say from my list of friends I simply want to pop the last value. Now since Nico is the last element, we can use this method to remove an element from the list. Let us print out the friend that we have just unfriended. So we can just say unfriend, and let me put my curlies, and let me put unfriend over here. Let me also copy and paste our friends, and let's see how our list is looking right now. So let me just paste it right over here. Just save it and try to run your file, and here we have it. We have unfriended Nico, and this is how our current list of friends looks like. Let us go back and let us see what Louis is up to this time. So Louis has made a new friend by the name of Zico. So let us see how we can add Zico to our list. We can add Zico by using another inbuilt function by the name of append. Let's see how to do that. So here I can say in my list of friends I want to append one more element, and that element is called as Zico. Let us copy this line and paste the new list. Let me save it. Let me try to run my file, and here you can see we have Zico at the back. One more thing you must have noticed that I am not assigning a variable for this operation. So for example, I am not doing something like this. The reason is if you just hover over append, you can read the documentation. This function returns none. That's why I'm not assigning it back to my list of friends. But at the same time, if you hover over pop, now this method of pop is actually returning back a string. That's why I'm using a new variable on the left to collect that data. But for this, we can't do the same. Now let's see what Louis is up to. So let me go down right over here, and let me paste a new comment. This time Louis wants to know who is his third friend inside the list. Let us check it out. Let me open up my terminal. So this is how our latest list looks like. So CC is the first friend, Rocco is the second one, and Chico is the third friend. So let's see how we can get this value from our list. And we can do that by using our indexes. So just remember, let me scroll a little up. Our list, it has a set of indexes, and always remember that the index is going to start from 0. Now let's see how we can get the third value from our list. So here I can simply print out from my list of friends, I simply want the friend who is on the index number 2. Now remember, we are using 2 because our index starts at 0. Let me put a comment. So let me save this file and let us try to run this file. And here we have the output. Chico is the third friend inside the list. Let us go back. This time Louis again had a fight, but this time he had a fight with Rocco, and we need to remove Rocco from our list as well. Let me scroll to our list. If you see, Rocco is inside our list at index number 1. So let me show you how we can do this. So let us go down. Here I can say from my list of friends, I simply want to remove Rocco. That's it. Let me copy this line and paste it over here, and let us try running this file. So this is our new list. We have CC, Chico and Zico. We have successfully removed Rocco from our list. Let's see what Louis is up to next. And it seems like Louis and Rocco have become friends again. So let's see how we can add Rocco back to our list. Remember that Rocco was at index number 1. So we want to insert Rocco back to its original index. So let me show you how it is to be done. So here I can say in my list of friends, I want to insert at index number 1 the element of Rocco. And let me try to print out the list one more time. That's it. Just run your file, and this is the new list. We have Rocco back at index number 1 inside the friends list. Let's go back and let's see what Louis wants to do next. So this time Louis wants to confirm if Rocco is in the friends list or not, and we can do this by using our if and in syntax. So what we can say right over here is, if Rocco in my list of friends, then I simply want to print out, yay, Rocco is in the friends list, or else I can print out some other message. So let me save the file and let us try to run this one. Now since Rocco is inside the list, we get the output that, yay, Rocco is in the friends list. Let us go back. Let's see what's happening next. So this time Louis patches up with Nico as well, and this time Nico has become his number one friend. So we want to add Nico back to our list of friends. But since Nico is his number one friend right now, we want to add Nico at the beginning of the list. So we can do this by using the same syntax right over here. We can use the same syntax, and let's see how to do this. So we can say, in my list of friends, I want to insert at index number 0 the element of Nico, and let us print our list of friends as well. So let me go down, let me paste, and let us run this file. And here you can see we have Nico as the first element inside our list. Let us go back. So this time Louis wants to sort his friends in alphabetical order, and luckily it's very simple. We simply have to say, friends, I simply want to sort it. Let me copy and paste the list of friends, and let us run this file. And here we have the output. You can see all of the names are sorted alphabetically. So CC Chico comes first, Nico, Rocco, and finally we have Zico. Let us go back. So this time Louis doesn't really like this ordering and he wants to reverse the order. Luckily this too is very simple. Let me just copy this and let me paste it right over here. And instead of sort, I simply have to say I want to not remove, I want to reverse. That's it. And let us run this file. And this time we have the new list, and you can see the first element is Zico and the last element is CC. Let's see what's happening next. And this time Louis again had a fight with Nico, and we again need to remove Nico from our list. But before removing Nico, let us have a look at our list. So this is how our list is currently looking like, and Nico is the third element, or you can say the index number of Nico is 2. So keeping this in mind, let us go back and see how we can remove Nico from the list. Earlier I have shown you two different methods of removing elements. One was this one of remove, and the first one was with the pop method. Let me show you one more method, again by using pop. Let me copy all of this and let us go down. Now since Nico is at index number 2, what I can do is I can tell Python that I want to pop an element from an index number 2. Let us save and let us run this file for the last time. And here we have it. We have unfriended Nico, and this is our updated list.